Hi, I'm Rico Josiah C. Publico from class 3CA3 and I am from group number 9 and I'll be answering question number 9.1, which is how does a camera make reality atomic, manageable, and opaque? So let's go on to the first point. We'll be referring to Susan Sontag's On Plato's Cave. So I'll be referring some information there and also some analysis on how I understood the readings. And also I'll be providing a picture as an example later on. So first, let's answer on the first factor, or the first item, which is how does a camera make reality atomic? So if we characterize atomic, we know that atomic is small, very small, meaning it means that it is very small, and not just very small, but despite its very small size, it provides a certain amount of those atomic sizes can provide a big object, just like atoms making up a matter, right? So yeah, that's how I characterize atomic here. So proceeding to Sontag's work on Plato's Cave, how does a camera make reality atomic? So as Susan Sontag already established, that a camera has the ability to capture images of an event or of the society. So these images can come in different sizes, and most of all, they are teensy, itsy bitsy parts of a bigger whole. So she said that Susan Sontag states that an image caught by a camera is also produces an object of sentimentality. It provides sentiments for a person. So with these small objects, it gives us a picture or a memory of a bigger one. So that's how a camera makes camera makes reality atomic. How it makes reality atomic by capturing the smallest parts of a said whole, you create reality. It's much like being in an event and taking pictures of those events. Example, you're in an awardings night and then you wanted to take pictures so that you will have a memory of what occurred during that event. So you take pictures of people, you take pictures of the stage, of the event per se, of the happening event, and then with these pictures you have atomic sizes of realities, that these pictures make up the whole event that you've been in. So that's how I understood Susan Sontag's Plato's Cave via how cameras create a very atomic reality. Next is the camera's ability or how does a camera make reality manageable? So now this is where technicalities come in. When you take a picture, you make sure you've angled it properly. You've had a certain distance, you have a positioning, you have the lighting, you have the lenses, you have these certain factors you have to consider before taking a picture or while taking a picture. And that's how the camera is, how it makes reality. It manages on how you will see that imagery. It manages that reality that people will see through that picture you took. Let's go back to my example on that event. If you want to picture a person being happy in that event, especially those who are who are being awarded, you make sure you angled it in a certain position wherein you emphasize on the emotion of a person, that he is happy, that he is receiving an award, that this award is no small thing. So you angle your shot in a way that you would emphasize this emotion, this awarding, so that you may be able to show to those people who see that this event is really grand, it's really big, and really rewarding. So that's how you manage reality, how the camera managed reality. Another one here is that the camera also has the ability to edit, post process, slight, even if you don't have the software. Even if you don't use the software, you can edit by the camera, by filters. You use retouching, cropping, etc., etc. So in this way, you can manage the image that you've taken. You can manage the reality that is being seen through your camera. This is how the camera manages reality. Shoot camera. And the last part is, how does a camera make reality opaque? Now, as I've said earlier about regarding the example of that event that I've said, awardings night, you have, this is what opaque means. Perhaps you have a friend who wasn't present during that event, and you wanted him to at least see what occurred. There you take pictures. So you may show, yo friend, I got this picture, and this is what happened. You show him all those stuff that occurred through pictures. Now, those pictures become proof, evidence that this event happened. That's what it means to be opaque. On how a camera makes reality opaque. With this picture, it shows enough proof that a certain happening occurred. So there, it becomes reality, it becomes truth for others. So it is hard to, what you see is what you get, something like that. And this is what shows this shows that people nowadays have the thinking of to see is to believe, stuff like that. So yeah, that's just about it. Opaque. It becomes opaque, it becomes real, it becomes solid in front of others. No question, it turns out to be no question that this thing really happened. It's much more like how Susan Sontag describes the age-old habit of people of believing because of the mere photograph. Yeah, so something like that. So because of our habit of believing on photographs, of our photographs being proof of existence, it makes reality opaque with these pictures. No matter how small or how messy, it's enough proof for others. As long as, so yeah. So my example there, my prime example of that, of this question, of this question and answers. Picture of the starving child and the vulture by the Pulitzer awardee Kevin Carter. Now, who's Kevin Carter? Well, he's a photojournalist who he was in Sudan during this time, 1993, and he witnessed a picture. He witnessed a child about to die of starvation. And one particular thing about this picture is that there was this vulture. We all know vultures eat carcasses, right? But this vulture waited till the child died. Now, Mr. Carter had two choices: help the kid or take a picture. And he chose the latter. He chose to take the picture. Now how did this stuff become inclined to what I was trying to point out regarding pictures? Cameras having the ability to make reality atomic, manageable, and opaque. Well, here it is. First, Mr. Carter was able to take a picture of a small portion of what was happening in Sudan, the present condition of Sudan. See, so he was able to take a picture of the poverty there, a small picture of poverty, of hunger, and also of the bitter conditions that they are going through, people in Sudan. With this small picture, he was able to send messages across the world on the present condition of this certain part of Africa. Now, when you hear Sudan, you remember their poverty and also the starvation there just because of this picture. Now, that's how all those three components come in. You see, Mr. Carter was able to use the camera in a way that he wanted to show that kind of message. A person dying of hunger. He had to position himself in a way that it would show the reality, the bit of truth, that to show the impact, the weight of the picture. He had to angle it in a way that he won't be able to, he won't scare away the vulture. He won't bother the, he would show the two parts, the two subjects, the vulture and the child, and he was able to evoke the situation that they are in. So that's how he did it. Angled, took the shot, made sure the lighting was there, positioning, the spot was there, the subjects are there. He made sure he was in the right distance. His camera the camera was in the right setting and all. And with that one picture, he was able to create an opaque image of Sudan and its present condition. So yeah, that's just about it. That's how I see it. On how the camera has the power to make reality into through atomic. How a camera can make reality atomic, manageable, and also you see, he just took a picture of one small part of reality in Sudan, and then he was able to make it go big just because of this one part of the condition of what was happening. Just one picture, managed it by a few angling and stuff, and then it became opaque. When people saw the picture, they were bothered. That's how it works, you know. Although we do not live in Sudan, we haven't been in Sudan. We have an idea of what was happening in Sudan because of that picture. So that's the power of the camera and how to hit it, how the camera makes reality. So the images it takes, it makes reality. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'm Rico Josiah C. Publico from class 3CA3, and I hope I was able to answer the questions that were posed in that part. So yeah, Vince Carter. No, wrong. Kevin Carter. Sorry, that was the basketball player. Kevin Carter, Vulture, and the Child, 1993. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.